What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the new video. It's another beautiful day here near the coconut trees. And in today's topic, I'd like to talk about why you must be tough in life. That's right. That's the topic for today. Why you must be tough in life. Everybody knows life is not gentle. It can be the nastiest thing we can have. It can be cruel. Of course, it can be beautiful, but it's not always beautiful. It's not always gentle. Life's full of pain, loss, rejection, and failure. I face that, and I think everybody faced that. I think everybody used to face that. You might have heard stories of a lot of successful people, happy people, that everything seems to, when everything seems to go so well in their lives, um, something unfortunate happened, right? If they are prepared for this, they can deal with this with toughness, right? If they really prepared for any upside down sides of life, if they prepared for everything, they can deal with all the difficulties with toughness and get back up to the life game again. So here I got a big question in this video now is, so what do we do when life hits you hard, right? What do you do when life hits you hard? What do you do when life hits you hard? Now let's talk about the reality of life. There are no equal chances in life. Maybe you've heard a lot of inspirational messages that everybody got one life the same and everybody may have equal opportunity, but it's not. There is no equal chances in life. You might be born in the same village as your neighbors. You might have played together as kids. You might have gone to the same school as kids. But years after years, you're not you are not always doing the same thing. There must be things you did differently. There must be people you met differently. There must have been times that you've got to deal with situations differently. There must have been life lessons that are different, that change you into a different person, different from the neighbor that you were growing up with. There must be different chances that you got. So you don't have the same chances. You might get better chances than your friends, or your friends may get better chances than you. So it's not equal. You don't have the same chances. The thing is, how do you deal with the chance that you have? And that is the big thing. You gotta think about it. One more thing you have to remember is that hard times come to good people too. So hard times don't just come to bad people. They come to everyone, right? There's a famous saying from the Buddha that say if you do good, you're gonna get everything good in life. You do bad things, you're gonna get everything bad in life. I'm a big Buddha's fan, you would say. I've read a lot of Buddha's quotes. I practice a lot of his quotes. But you gotta do some reflection also. Like, it's good to be a good person. I think it's you don't have to choose to be a bad person. It's always a good thing to choose to be a good person. But remember this, that bad things come to good people too. And that's why you've got to be tough in life. Being tough here doesn't mean being cruel, being destructive to other people. It's not like that. Being tough here, it means being tough to face with all the problems, all the difficulties. So you gotta be prepared because bad things come to good people too. And also remember this, life is not fair. Do not wait for life to be fair. It was not fair in the past, it's not fair today, it's not going to be fair in the near future. No, don't wait for it to be fair. It's not fair. You've got to learn to live with it, learn to deal with it. And that's why tough people accept the reality instead of denying it. They accept it. No matter what come into their way, they just face it, accept it, go through it, learn from it, do it better. It's because life is full of pain. Maybe you might have heard something like life is full of pain. You can go far to the mountain trying to hide in cave. You can go deep into a cave trying to hide from pain. Pain just come into the cave and say hello, I'm back for you again. So pain will find their way. Pain will find its way to see you. You cannot hide from it. So just face it. Make it know that you're stronger than it. So what does being tough really mean? What does being tough really means? Toughness. It doesn't mean heartless. It just means standing up after you fall, right? You've got to stand up after you fall. You've got to stay calm in chaos. You've got to go on when motivation is gone. Like, don't rely 100% on motivation. But of course, here's some motivation every day. But don't rely on that 100%. You also have to rely on yourself, on your own strength. All right? So you got to be tough. You got to go on, even if motivation is gone. It's got to be you yourself. That's the motivation for you. Why soft living makes life harder? Right? I'm talking about comfort zone. Living in comfort zone. You want to be soft. You want to live in soft life. Soft life, So why soft living makes life harder? Because avoiding pain weakens the mind. You don't want to avoid pain all the time. You can't. Actually, you can't avoid pain. It's everywhere around you. It will meet you sometime, again and again. So avoiding pain makes your mind weak. Facing with pain makes your mind stronger. Comfort destroys ambition. And when ambition gets destroyed, you know what's next? Life's not going up. Life does not grow. People who avoid struggle fear small problems. See? Like an elephant that's scared of small ants. So people who avoid struggle fear small problems. One thing to remember is you've got to stay kind while being tough. I repeat, being tough doesn't mean you go around hurting people. It just means being strong for yourself, being strong to face all the problems and difficulties. So, staying kind while being tough is important. You've got to stay kind while being tough. In conclusion, you must be tough in life because that's the only way to win. That's the only way you get your life improved. That's the only way you have a better life. The only way you have a happier life, stronger life. It's the only way to win. So, let's get tough together. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next video.